Hey there! Today we're going to talk about some common mistakes beginners usually make. I think most of us had that moment in life where we were like super into a song and thought, I can learn how to play that on guitar. Then you go to Google, find the tabs, exciting. Then it comes to the playing, and okay, that didn't go as expected. But don't worry, this is one of the most common beginner mistakes. We've all been there, but there's nothing that can't be fixed. So with that in mind, here are 6 tips every budding guitarist should know. Imagine going to your local guitar shop and your eyes lock onto that shiny, crazy good-looking guitar. It's love at first sight. It's destiny. You were meant for each other. It's expensive, but that means it's better, right? No. Don't let the looks of the guitar influence you too much in your decision. Buy it for the purpose and style you intend to play. A high price doesn't always mean high quality. Instead, you should be asking yourself questions like, do I want to play heavy metal? If so, don't buy a jazz guitar. How about, do I want to play blues? Don't buy a metal amplifier. Do you want to use a guitar for practicing and playing around? Or to play in a band? If you also want to use the amp later with a band, it's recommended to have at least a 40 watt, because a loud drummer can easily drown out your guitar in the rehearsal room, especially if you play rock or metal. Otherwise, an amp with 30 watts at most is sufficient. You could also ask more experienced players, teachers, or shopmen. Just tell them your needs and ask for purpose-driven suggestions. Look, don't put too much pressure on this decision. It's impossible to buy the perfect equipment right away, since your taste or needs will probably change over time. Buy the equipment for the purpose you have in mind. Tip number 2 is to fix wrong posture. Trust me, you will sound much better if you have the right posture while playing. So the typical problems you'll want to avoid are having your hands and arms cramp up and get sore too quickly when playing. That's normal. But one way to avoid pain is to keep your wrist rather straight as opposed to heavily bent. Another problem is when you can't spread your fingers wide enough to play a melody or chord with ease. To solve this, try placing the guitar on your left leg, or right leg if you're left-handed, and support your foot with a foot stand. Now you'll be able to spread your fretting hand fingers a lot easier while playing. It may happen that some strings on your guitar are ringing all the time, even if you don't hit them, resulting in an awkward or wrong sound. The solution? Use your index finger to lightly touch the higher strings in order to mute unwanted string noise. For other posture tips, take a look at our app Fratello and start improving your guitar playing. Tip number 3 is trying not to play too fast. In this world, we want everything right now. We want instant information, fast results. We want our food fast and we want to play fast. But for beginners, that's a big problem, because doing so makes you learn wrong and inefficient movements. The fastest way to learn is by playing slowly. So practice slow. And by slow, I mean slow enough for you to stay relaxed and in control of your playing. Not stress, just be able to feel and follow your motions with ease. I challenge you to play this melody slowly along with us. But first, just take a look. Now, your turn. Cool feeling, right? Playing in a slow tempo makes it easier to recognize areas in your playing that are lacking the desired outcome. It's similar to learning to drive a car. If you would start driving your car at high speeds without learning slowly before, you simply wouldn't control it. Let's go for tip number 4. Avoid trying to play songs that are too hard. As we saw in the beginning of the video, we all want to play our favorite songs on the guitar, but some songs are simply too challenging for a beginner to handle. Plus, it can be a very frustrating feeling. So to avoid that, choose songs which you think you can learn within a few days. Don't choose challenging songs as a beginner, because the real challenge is actually to play a whole song without interruptions. If you absolutely must learn a hard song, maybe you can identify a part of the song first. That way you can manage to learn that segment for now and keep the rest of the song for later, when you're more advanced and ready for it. So by playing easy songs as a beginner, you'll soon see results and be able to play a song to your friends and family. Need some recommendations? Try these 3 songs. You can find the step-by-step tabs to play them in our app Fratello. The 5th tip is not to forget about application. Honestly, that's key for becoming a guitarist. You need to apply what you learned. That's the fuel that will massively boost your progress. Don't wait until you think you've mastered something you learned. Always make use of it right away. If you learn a new chord, immediately mix it with the ones you've already mastered. If you learn a rhythm, play a simple melody or chord progression with it. If you learn a scale or technique, try to use it for improvising already. By applying what you learned, you'll be more motivated because you see results now and not in a few months. And our last tip is to learn systematically. Where do I start? That's a typical question every beginner asks. Some will just randomly watch tutorials on YouTube. Others will copy a practice schedule of a friend or famous guitarist, even though you have different goals. But the best approach here is seeking a renowned teacher or renowned teaching materials that will help you define steps to reach your goals. Fratello is a well-structured learning platform. It can teach you the necessary basics for use in all genres, with exercises that give you feedback, as well as practices individually tailored for you. Learning systematically will be the shortest way to reach your goals as a guitarist. Those were the 6 tips to avoid the common mistakes that beginner guitarists make. I hope it helped you, and if you saw yourself in some of these scenarios, keep in mind that everyone needs to start from zero. We're here to support and help each other achieve our goals and become amazing guitar players. If you think we missed a mistake, please tell us in the comments below. We'd also appreciate it if you hit like if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content, and thanks for watching. Bye!